as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He finds his target, Allen. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
And a nice spin into some open field. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Cook up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tito Ogbanaya making that tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 73 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On first down, Justin Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 38 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game. Again, here in the 4th. Cousins will try and throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Flush to his right. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air...
And he loses the football a second time. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. And taken down just shy of the 40. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. On the ground, it's Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if it...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So this one's over. It's in the win column.